in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black.
The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run here with a rookie. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
McCarthy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Pass to the left. Let's make 19. 19, right here.
To the air with McCarthy. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And his throw is incomplete. And that one broken up by Martin Emerson. Look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Up the middle, Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's McCarthy. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And some room to work. He's still on his feet. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 28. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 24 now, here's the second down and 6. Inside handoff, Smith. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Alert! Get set!
Again, it's Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run with Smith. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3rd down and 13. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it here with Smith. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it on cruise control. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, 59! This is it! Line up, go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Dancing away at the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now McCarthy. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Let's go now. Track him 60.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run for it. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they try the right side here. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far,
That's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Finish the set. Line up, go.
On third down, Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Nifty taking it right down Broadway. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 37-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll go again to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
54 is down. He's coming. Down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the... the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile